Hmm. Good morning, Dwayne Kelly. Good morning, Matthew Dropco. Welcome to the morning live stream. Happy 4th of July, first of all. Happy 4th of July, everyone. We are going back down. It's okay. I mean, it's at 107,000. I mean, I think we're fine. We have a lot of areas. Bought some MOG and Elon this morning. I saw MOG on Coinbase because I always look at the gainers and the losers, so that I can see if I need to make any update videos. And yeah, MOG's down like 10%, so you are buying the dip, so that's not bad. And technically, you're still in this upward channel, but what you don't want to see is a breakdown. For MOG, I mean MOG, I should have bought when we first talked about it back here. Dude, this thing went all the way back down to 26. How insane is that? Yeah, MOG is still bullish. Look, we are actually maintaining levels over here. The only problem is that you're making lower lows and lower highs, and there's soon this area is going to run out, right? So we do need to break out of this and not go below 76. If we do, then you are going to get a bigger capitulation back down, which is probably going to take us back to 5 or 37. Doesn't have to go down that low, but it's still technically macro bullish. But we always get like structures like that anyway, right? Where we come all the way back down and then consolidate and then start moving up, right? So it's not uncommon. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Welcome to the live stream. I'll take a look at BULLRUN. I haven't looked at it since yesterday, so I don't know what it's doing. Dwayne Kelly's in the house. What's up, Dwayne Kelly? Craig C, let's roll. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, seriously, happy 4th of July, everyone. If you're in the States or if you celebrate. We're going to do a nice like barbecue slash family stuff. So 4th of July is always fun. The how to Turbo. Haven't looked at Turbo since flip coins. Turbo. We gotta look at flip coins too. XRP Army. Let's go, Silver Days. Happy Independence Day. Yeah, that was a really great movie. The first one. I don't know about the second one, but the first one. I buy whenever it drops below 1. Yeah, that's smart. It's just like getting Shiba Inu under 1. And I don't know if you were here yesterday for that, but man, if it goes back down to when I first originally bought Shiba Inu at 605, no 505, I'm buying. I'm telling you right now, if it goes to 505, which is the first time I ever bought Shiba Inu, and I made a lot of my money during that bull run, and then obviously OXT giving it back. I'm gonna sell everything and just put it in and become a Shiba Inu maxi. Because if at that point it still hasn't gone up, then that's where I see I'm going to be making my money. Smash the like and subscribe. Thank you, Silver Days. I appreciate it. Hey, Silver Days, how's TCU? How come I don't see him going live that much anymore? Is it because he did get a job? Like, is it because he's busy with work? What a wonderful holiday for it to truly be over. It's not over yet. Right? Yeah, we're still good. We're still at 107,000. The only time I'd be sweating is if we break 101. And we're not even close to 101, so you're still in the channel. So we're doing fine. It's just unfortunate because we have altcoins that go down like 50% when Bitcoin goes down 1%. So that's why it's more impactful for us, and it sucks more for us. Let's see. Let's see how the downtrend's looking. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go running. I'm house sitting and a dog sitting this weekend. Let's go. Yeah, I have biceps and back today. So after the live stream, we're gonna go work out, and then I have biceps and back, and then we got to get ready for 4th of July. We're doing like family barbecue and stuff like that. gathering from like 12 to 4. And then tomorrow, yeah. And tomorrow, I don't know what time. I'll probably go live. I'll probably live stream after the gym tomorrow. Let's see. Do you think Cookie can reach $1? I like when people ask that because I'm like the same way, and I always want to hear it. But the truth is that there's a lot that goes into that question. First of all, nobody knows. You don't know. I don't know. Anybody who tells you that indefinitely is a liar, obviously. But you're asking basically, can Cookie DAO hit $1 billion market cap? And to me, I think that's very, very, very possible. I don't know if it will or not. We'll take a look at it too. But it's like asking, it's like also, saying, oh, hey, can Shiba Inu hit $1? If anybody ever asks me that, I'm going to be like, no. My opinion says no, because people don't understand market cap. And that's what the problem is, unfortunately. And then people want to like make videos like, oh, hey, Doge on Mars to $1, Shiba Inu to $1, just a clickbait. But that's never going to happen. That's literally never going to happen. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, man, I got arms and legs today. Was too tired yesterday. This is my friend who has a gym in the basement. That's nice. I can't wait until I have an in-house gym. That'll be nice. Having an in-house gym would be amazing. Let's take a look at... Well, somebody says, Krypton said starting next week with regular live shows again. He did 2 live streams this week so far. And yes, he's working a regular job now. Good. I'm glad he's doing okay. Yeah, I miss his live streams, man. So let's take a look at Turbo. Taking a look at Turbo on the live stream. So for Turbo, looking back, we had a 618 retracement. Now we're consolidating. So as long as it consolidates and we stay over 33, then the 618 retracement would be in play again, which is 2058. And at that point, if we don't double top and then fall off the table, then the next target should take us to 86 and making that higher high and then maintaining this channel. Okay. And that's it for Turbo so far. But at any point, if we do fall below 33, then you're just validating this downtrend, unfortunately. And you're just making lower highs and lower lows. And that's going to take us down to the 236 at 23. And at any point, if we do fall below 23, then I'd say the price is bearish. And we don't know how low it's going to go. But we do know that it does need to hold this previous low. Otherwise, you're just going to be making a lower low and then validating a bigger downtrend that's forming. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and thank you. Let's see. Shiba Inu to 201, and that's the bottom line. No, I don't even think that. I think that Shiba Inu is going to only ever hit 3 zeros. I think Shiba Inu is only ever gonna do 3 zeros. So 301 is gonna put the market cap around like 58 billion, 57 billion, and that's where I think it's headed. Maybe 302 or 303 would be in play, but I don't know. I don't know if it could actually go that high. Here, actually, let's take a look at it. Oh my god, yeah, dude. If it really hits 505, which it has in the past, dude, I'd be getting it like here, where I got it before, and that would be nice. Yeah, that would be very nice. Anyway, okay, let's see. You said Toshi. Taking a look at Toshi on the live stream. So Toshi had a really nice move up. It's actually maintaining an uptrend on a very short time frame. So we could take a look at it and see how it's looking on the bigger time frame. Oops. This one. Yeah, so for Toshi, this looks very good, right? You're making higher highs and higher lows. You're in an upward channel right now. In terms of the macro targets for Toshi from the high to the low, we had a 618 retracement. We got rejected, came down, used this area of resistance flip support as support. We broke we broke back up, got rejected at the 382. So price needs to break over 3049 right now. And once that happens, the next target would be 86 on the macro time frame. But keep in mind, if it does come back up and make a lower high and validate a downtrend that's forming, then you are going to get stuck and experience some resistance at 3065. However, if it never does happen and if we don't get this breakout, then on the downside, it does need to stay over 34. Otherwise, it is going to be bearish. And then from there, we have support at, the next area of support, because the 618 coincides with the 236, is going to be 3027. However, the price action will be bearish in that point. We were just hoping for a reversal point at that point, still maintaining this market structure. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. 17 viewers in the chat. Let's see how many we have on X. No one, or yeah, oh, 24. That's not bad. 24 isn't bad. 24 and 17. Actually, does it actually show? Here, let me see. And 17. Actually, does it actually show? Here, let me see. Yeah, I guess 27. Yeah, it does. It says 24 people. So that's nice. 24 people on X. Let's go. Nobody types though. And I think I put the setting on for them to be able to type. But I guess maybe X isn't like that much of a streaming platform. But I still do want to monetize on that. Anyway, let's take a look at Cookie DAO. Let's see, for the gentleman who asked about the cookies. Yeah, so far so good here. It looks like you're establishing a floor here. Let's see if that coincides with support. It does not, but we do still have support here at 13 cents. So technically, let's see if that does. Let's see if this coincides with any targets on the upside. Yeah, so it's just basically you're stuck in the 236.382, which is resistance. We broke out, hit the 618, got rejected. Now coming back and retesting this as support. So technically, as long as it stays over 12.7, 17 cents would be in play. Once you get a breakout, 32 cents would be in play, but same as the other coin we just looked at. What you don't want to see is making a lower high, coming and getting stuck at 24 cents and validating this downtrend, okay? Because then you'd be making lower highs and lower lows. You need to get a breakout and hope that we don't double top here, and then the next target is going to be 48 cents for Cookie DAO. And then to answer your question of if it can go to $1, technically if it maintains like this uptrend, and technically it's still doing relatively good, right? You could argue for this uptrend. 380 would be in place. So to answer your question, can I see Cookie DAO at a 3.8 billion market cap? Yes, I can. So that's to answer your question. But it could also go to 0. So not financial advice, just my opinion. I have no idea. But those are the targets. M. Ellis in the house. Hey, let's go. What's up? Israr Ahmed. What's up, man? How are you? What do you think about Thai? Could you please look at DOT? Can I please look at DOT? Where is there a dot? Hey, can you take a look at Velo and Arrow? Yes, I can. A lot of nice. We got a lot of coin requests now. I don't know where these coin requests came from, but let's go. All right, so you got Velo, Arrow, Polkadot, and then you got TARS. Yeah, I know it was Polkadot. I was just joking. What was the other one? Yeah, I got all of them right. Hash AI, nothing's happened. XPR. Headed out to a party. Alo's about to get drunk and buy a whole bunch of GST. Talking about GST, how's that doing? Yeah, hey, have fun at your party. Yeah, whoa. Whoa. Only 5% up. Man, if I was a degen gambler and irresponsible, I would probably put $1,000 into this coin right now. But I'm not going to. But watch, because I said that, this when we look at this is going to be 10x, and I'm going to be like, oh, really? Like the one time. It always works like that. It always works like that. I hope I got everyone's coins. Degen. Okay, so we got to take a look at coins. So no more. I mean, I'll look at the chat after we take a look at all these coins. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at Velo. Velo's not doing anything. It sucks, unfortunately. So does all. So, but don't feel bad because my coins suck too. So, yeah, it's just consolidating right now. Good thing is that you're still in this upward channel. You're still making higher lows and higher highs. So, so far so good for Velo. It's just been doing the same thing, making higher highs since, yeah, February 2023. And very simple, keeping it very simple for Velo. We need a breakout over 1 cent 80. Once that happens, the next higher high would be around 4 cents to 11 cents. We don't know where it's going to land because you can see clearly last time we got stuck at the 382, got stuck at the 382 again, but we are making higher highs. So if there is a continuation with Velo, the next higher high should put us anywhere between 440 and then 11 cents. Okay. And then on the downside, bearish under 20.59. So unfortunately right now, well, actually, fortunately, at least you're actually consolidating in resistance. So once we get this confirmation breakout, then we can get excited and say all the targets on the upside are valid. But as of right now, it's just boring. It's not doing anything. So no financial advice, just my opinion. Taking a look at Aerodrome. This is the one that came out on Coinbase. Yeah. So Aerodrome's not looking that bad. It's making higher highs. And obviously it looks like it's about to make a higher low. So from the high to the low, bullish over on the shorter time frame, bullish over. Actually, no, technically it's on the macro time frame now because this is the high. So bullish over 61 cents. The next target right now, as of right now, is $1.02 on the upside. Once that breaks $1.47 would be in play. Keep in mind you're still validating this uptrend too, even if it does come down to the 382 retracement. So you're in this channel over here. So even if it comes down to 62, that does need a hold, and then you are going to get that higher high because you're making higher highs anyway. That's what you really want to see, which is what we've seen before, even here. But at any point, if we do start extending out and then making lower lows and validating a downtrend, then we'll look at areas of support at that point. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. Hey. What's going on? Oops. Hey. Chattering at the birds. Polka dots. Hold on, let's check the chat. Ambitious Rav, what's up? Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th. Yeah, I hope you guys have a safe 4th of July. Altcoins are ass. If altcoins rip, memes will outperform. Probably. I just can't believe Shiba Inu. I just can't believe Shiba Inu's back down to 4.011. Like, that's insane to me. Like, if it actually goes down to 59 or 55, which is where I originally first bought this, man, it like all 360 it. I'll put everything back into SHIB. This is like one of the only coins I made money on. This is one of the only coins I made a lot of money on. Happy 4th. Don't forget to take a break, Mr. Meow. Thank you for all you do. How about How about a read on Quant? What's up, Tadzilla? Thank you so much for always commenting on my videos. You're so nice. That really does help. So yeah, we can. So because Tadzilla always is so nice in his comments, I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna skip all your guys' coins, and we're gonna go straight to Tadzilla. See, I remember my fans, or like people that are nice to me. Let's see. Can we please see Tars AI? Yeah, I have Tars AI right here. So let's look at Quant, and then I'll take a look at Tars AI for you. Love from the UK. Yeah, love from the US, man. It's because Ethereum sucks. It does suck right now, man. Can Toshi reach the billions in market cap? I don't know. And we just looked at Toshi too, so. Let's see. Can we take a look at XPR? Yes. Okay, I gotta stop reading the reading. Yeah, we have XPR up over here too, so we're gonna take a look at it. So, yeah, Quant is good. I like Quant. It's just every single time I make a video on Quant, I just say it's too expensive for me, and then people like come at my throat because they're like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." Blah blah. Quant to the moon. Yeah. So Quant is bullish right now, over $100. The problem with Quant is that you are making lower highs. So every single time we've gotten a bounce, it's been a lower high on the macro time frame. So you're just stuck in a downtrend right now. But the good thing is that you are just consolidating. So as long as it stays over $100, it is macro bullish. Your next target on the upside is $175, which we've already gotten rejected at twice. And once that breaks, then we could say to the moon 259, and then previous all-time high for Quant would be in play. And then if this thing goes parabolic, then obviously we have a target here up to $1,800, so $1,800. But again, $100 is very crucial, and if the price breaks below 71 for any reason, then I'd say we are going to get a bigger move back down, and probably come back down to these lows, which then at that point I would probably buy it. In terms of support on the shorter time frame, we have support here, which we've actually managed to stay over at 93 to 104, and then also 85, which we did come down and tag. So we already tagged the support. If we're going to form some sort of downtrend on the shorter time frame, the next area of support would be 78, but we're still over 72, which means that we're still not macro bearish. But if it does fall below 72, then the next support would be 68 before we fall off the table. So I know that's a lot of information, but for anybody that's accumulating or buying and wanting to sell, these are the targets. But if you're just consolidating and you're just buying this consolidation, then I would probably wait until we go back down. Not necessarily $42, but like if I was dollar cost averaging down, I would probably, I would put 58. I would put 78 to $58, because technically 78, you're still validating a downtrend, and then 58 would be double bottoming here, still making a higher low. Anyway, that's it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Thank you so much for always commenting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. What's up, bro? Can you look at XPR? Yes, we can. We have it up right now. The name of the channel is the best, by the way. Yeah, Crypto Meow Analysis. Yeah, because I have cats, right? So why not? Why not? Why not? And I got my logo right there. And I got my Yu-Gi-Oh cards right there, so I could dual vision when he finally wants to meet up and sleep on my couch and take a piss on my couch. No, I'm just joking. Probably you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but I always watch this other streamer named Vision Pulse. He's like 10 times better than me, because obviously he's 10 times bigger than me in terms of my channel. So that's what I'm always gonna say. And he always jokes like that. One day we'll do a double stream, but not like online. It has to be in person, or I'm not gonna do it. So it has to be in person. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it. You have the best TA available. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I just basically look at it and give you guys my opinion and my advice. I've gotten wrecked so many times that I wish that I had a solid plan. I wish that I had somebody telling me where areas of support and where areas of resistance were. That's why I'm doing this. What's up, Grimaldi? I made money on SHIB, and I'm surprised too. I think the whole layer 2 thing killed the volume. I'm heavy into Swift and XCM. Very good coins. Those are two very good coins. And we're going to make update videos on those too. I'm married to Trump coin this cycle. Oh yeah, you're the one that you're still waiting for it. That's right, Ambitious. You're still waiting for it to go back up, right? To 70 or 40 bucks. Let's see. Some appreciation for the great work. Let's go Bulls. Shafiq Yunus, thank you so much for the 5. I don't know what that is. MYR, Malaysian something Riot. I don't know what it is. We buy watches. Can we see Jasmine and Tars AI, please? Apologize for the inconvenience. It's not an inconvenience. That's what the channel is. You come in here and you do coin requests. All coins are crap. And I have it up right here, so we could take a look at it. We'll take a look at it next. Shafiq, which coin was your coin that you wanted me to do? You said, can we look into XPR? Yeah, let's do XPR because he just super chatted. And then we could take a look at Tars AI. We've got a lot of people in the chat, so we should probably do these. So taking a look at XPR for Shafiq. Thank you so much for the 6 Malaysian Riot, whatever it is. Thank you so much for it. Yeah, so nothing has changed with XPR. So looking at the RSI and the stock RSI, yeah, so we were oversold, so we did put in some sort of bottom, and then now you're just getting consolidation. In terms of the macro support, we're over the 382, so we fell perfectly here at 28, and we said that as long as it stays over 28, it's very, very, very bullish, okay? So it is very, very, very bullish right now. Nothing too crazy on the indicators on the RSI and stock RSI. The RSI is neutral, going up over the moving average. The stock RSI is bullish, so usually the impulsive moves happen at the end before we get some sort of correction. Now, we do have resistance here at 33 and 39, so we can still come back up and get rejected. But once we do break this area, the next target should put us at 205. That would be the next target on the upside. We don't want to see a downtrend forming, so what we really do want to see is consolidation, a break out of this downtrend, coming back down, retesting, and then from there, it would be 206, and then this retesting this previous high at 208. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, Cats rock, man. They do. 71, got it. Consolidation, got it. Thank you so much. In my opinion, Quant is the next BTC in 10 years. I can see that. A smaller YouTuber got shoutouts from a bigger YouTuber and gained tons of subs. Yeah, I gotta have Mr. Beast shout me out, man. Hello, waiting for Trump to go back to $40. You're cooked. I would just cut the trade a while ago. No, I think he's holding. I think he's gonna hold it. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Malaysian ringgits. Got it. Thank you so much for the 6 Malaysian ringgits. I don't know how much money that is, but regardless, thank you so much for the super chat. That's the first super chat of the day. Alts will do nothing Ethereum till Ethereum moves to 3K. I disagree. I think once Ethereum breaks at 618 at $2,700, I think that's when we get some sort of altcoin season, another altcoin move. So it's between $2,700 and $3,200. That's when I think that if Ethereum gets back over 27 to 32, that's when we're gonna have some sort of alt season. I got conviction for President Trump until they throw him in jail or take him out. Okay, let's take a look at Tars AI for the gentleman who's been asking for it. Yeah, so nothing's happening with Tars AI. So it's still just consolidating. So as long as you've established a floor and you're staying over support, yeah, which right now the 0.5 has held twice. And we're actually back over 7 cents 25. Then the targets on the upside are valid for Tars AI. So this is very crucial support. what you don't want to see is breaking this area and making a lower low and then validating a downtrend, because you are making lower lows, okay? Or sorry, you are making lower highs right now, okay? But technically we're still over support, so we still have a chance. And keep in mind that this support coincides with the 382 from the high to the low. So just don't get overly excited. We do need to get a breakout over 10 cents, because even if it does come up to 10 cents, you're still making a lower high. 15 cents would be in play, which we've already gotten stuck at twice. So once it breaks 15 cents, that's when you know, hey, I'm out of the shadow realm and I'm going to get a bigger move up, and then we're going to start forming an uptrend, right? Making lower highs and lower lows. But at any point, if we do fall below here, then I'd say we're cooked, and 4 cents 70 would be in play. That's pretty much it for TARS AI. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. How much CNN you watch? Yeah, I don't think he's going to jail, but we'll see. I think if anything, all the people that are doing inside trading are going to go to jail. Both Republican and Democrat. How's that fair? How's that fair? That's literally illegal. Man. As many coins as exchanges already hold, don't know if we need a great performance from Ethereum. Ethereum 2437 bounce, then a wave to 27, which is over the 618, 2782 in play for the weekend. I agree with that. If you're doing waves, right? This guy's doing, where are your ABCs, right? So Elliott wave. So it would be A, B, C. Okay. Unless you're pulling it from here. A, B, C, which would take us to 32, past 32. Right? Am I doing it right? We could have the impulse wave up on memes this way, man. Dude, I wish, because then my dojo on Mars will go to Mars. All right, someone, oh yeah, the hash AI. So to the gentleman who asked for hash AI, you always come in here asking for hash AI. It's not doing anything. It's just basically the same targets right now. You are making higher highs though on the shorter time frame. On the shorter time frame, we do still, as long as we stay over 3043, then the next target at 306 would be in play, and then 3075. But at any point, if we do fall below 43, you are going to get a bigger move back down, and you are going to be in this downtrend still. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then Polkadot. We actually needed to make a video on Polkadot. Taking a look at Polkadot on the live stream. So actually my Polkadot video did pretty good with the views. So we're going to start making Polkadot videos, because that's going to help the channel grow. Taking a look at Polkadot, we obviously just made an all-time, it's not an all-time low, but a cycle low. But we already talked about the tokenomics last time. I don't like the tokenomics because they are releasing coins, which is inflationary, which isn't good in my opinion. But I like the fundamentals of Polkadot, and I think that if anybody's buying right now, getting into a short trade, I would put Polkadot at $5.90 or $9. Anything over that, God bless, because you guys made it, and Polkadot will have its bull run. I'd say maybe $18 to $29 will be the top for Polkadot. And if not, then this thing's going to go parabolic, and it's really difficult for these kind of coins because, again, when coins release supply into the circulation, it is inflationary. So the Polkadot that used to be $55 high is no longer the same Polkadot 4 years, 4 years later, because it's going to take a lot more money to take it back up to the all-time high. So although even if it does go back up to $55, the market cap is going to be a lot higher than it was back when it was $55 in 2021. So I hope that made sense. That's why that's why in some cases, even last cycle, we never made all-time highs on some coins, because they did release circulation and they only had 618786 retracements. But regardless, it's crypto, so you know it could happen. This thing could go to $100, and I'm just saying it from a perspective of be cautious. And the majority of the time, that is what happens. But Polkadot is a good project. I do think it'll do fine. But we do have resistance, and it's bearish as long as it's under $5.97. Bullish over $9. Should take us to $18 to $29 after that. And then from there, we'll obviously reassess the situation once we get to that point. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy some Polkadot too. Just like, yeah, I think that's the play, man. Just put like $5,000. Put $5,000 in 5 different coins. Yeah, I think if I had 5K right now just to put in any coin, it would be GST, because I'd literally be buying the bottom. I'm only up 5% from the all-time low. It would be Spell Token. So Spell Token is also only up 28%. And then it would be, I mean, even Fox, Shapeshift Fox, man. Yeah, Shapeshift Fox is only up 23% from its all-time low. And then it would be Polkadot. That's 4. And then maybe I'd just buy more OXT. I don't know, actually. Avalanche? I like Avalanche. Avalanche is pretty good. Actually, never. Yeah, I like Avalanche. Avalanche is okay. It's just I don't want to buy it at $17. That's the problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the 4th coin would be, but DGen. Taking a look at DGen on the live stream. So I don't think anything has happened from the last time that we looked at DGen. Yeah, so you're just making lower highs, and as long as you're consolidating over this floor, then you should be fine. I think that's support anyway. Yeah, so that's still support at 2017. So clearly the 618 was support at 2038, which we consolidated over, and then we broke down. We came and retested as resistance, got smacked back down. So this is still technically resistance at 2038. And then as far as the shorter time frame goes, that does coincide with resistance at 35 to 42. So once we break this, once we break this area of resistance at 35 to 42, 56 would be in play, and then from there to the moon. We'll take a look at the targets at that point. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Let's see. Yeah, so we already did Cookie DAO. To Manny, we already did Cookie DAO. We haven't done LCX, and then Jasmy. Chris Craver says XYO. Oh, yeah, I forgot about XYO. XYO is doing pretty good, though. XYO has been making higher highs and higher lows across the board. Yeah, Echelon Prime is down like 90%. Did you buy the top? Yeah, let's take a look at Dog with Hat. Taking a look at Dog with Hat on the live stream. So nothing has really happened from the last time that we looked at it. I think we're still staying over support, which we still have at. So we have support at the 0.5. We obviously came down and retested it at 65 cents. Broke previous support, flipped resistance. Now we're consolidating over it. Problem is that you're still making lower highs and lower lows across the board. So that's not good. In terms of the targets on the upside, yeah, in terms of targets on the upside, you are getting stuck at the 382 at 87 cents. We do need to get a break over 87 cents. Once that happens, then you're going to validate this overall bigger uptrend that's forming. $1.68 would be in play from there. But let's look at the RSI. nothing unusual on the RSI. You're over the moving average, so statistically we should have a nice move up, and then stock RSI is bullish, and usually the big moves happen at the end. So we're just in the waiting room for a dog with that. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Oh no, that's not good. It's okay. It's okay. We buy watches. You'll be fine. Hopefully it'll go back up. Analysis for scale and assemble AI, please. I got Spell, XYO, LCX, Jasmine. I'm good. Why don't you chart degen? Why don't you chart degen, man? What do you mean? I just did degen. I literally, we just did degen, so I don't know. Let's see. Official Trump. Yeah, this thing's unfortunately cooked right now. Yeah, unfortunately, this thing is not looking too good. Yeah, we got stuck at the 382 at $14 before we got sent back down to the shadow realm. So as long as it's under $11, it is bearish. Hey. And then bullish over $14 should take you back up to 23 to 32. But that's pretty much it for Trump. Not financial advice, just my opinion. We're actually going to be making a Jasmine update video tomorrow, but we'll take a look at it right now. Yeah, same with Jasmine, really not doing anything. For Jasmine, I think we're still over the 382. So keeping it very simple for Jasmine. Oh, no, we're not. We're under the 382. So keeping it very simple for Jasmine. Bearish under 2083, which we've already came back and tagged, but we're making a higher low right now, still validating this uptrend, also making higher highs. And then as far as the upside goes, we need to break 110.60. Once that happens, and if we continue with this pattern and this trend, then the next move up should be a really big move up that would put the next target at 11 cents. But what you don't want to see is coming up here and getting stuck at 2 cents 90 and then forming a downtrend. That's what you don't want to see. You need to get a break over 2 cents 90 once we do break 1 cent 60. That's pretty much it for Jasmine. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Dwayne Kelly, thank you so much for the 2 beans. Let me know what you want me to look at for you. Second super chat of the day. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 2 beans, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, let's see. How's Bitcoin looking? Or let's look at LCX. And then let's take a look at XYO. And then Dwayne Kelly, let me know what you would like me to look at for you. Let's take a look at LCX. Damn, I mean, this is looking pretty good too. Anytime you have a chart like this and you're literally just making higher highs and higher lows and you're in an upward channel, this thing's very bullish. This thing's doing very good. I think we got stuck at this. Yeah, we got stuck at the 786 twice and came back down and retested the 382 twice. So it's still macro bullish. You're still making higher highs. What you don't want to see is coming back up. So as long as we stay over 9 cents 20, then 18 cents would be in play. You don't want to get stuck at 18 cents because then you're validating a downtrend forming and you're making lower highs and probably lower lows, and you're going to get something like this. Once we break 18 cents, then 30 cents would be in play, which is retesting the 786. And then from there, it will be to the moon, 58 cents, and then up to $3.67 for price discovery. That's what I think about LCX, not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. B3 will look like Shiba Inu next year. Just keeps falling. Glad I don't hold it anymore. Wait, what? I forgot about... Yeah, dude, they like... I hate Coinbase. It's just so scammy, dude. They release these coins and then it goes like down 50, like 90%. Dude, Coinbase like needs to get sued. Ridiculous. I really hope people don't like fall for this shit. B3, and then the other one is Vara. How's Vara doing? Yeah, Vara is also like breaking down. Vara's like, yeah, Vara's just made an all-time low 3 days ago. And look at the token unlocks. They're just like literally releasing tokens on their people. Wow. This is not good. JR4, thank you so much for the membership. Do you want me to look at, let me know what you want me to look at for you. B3. Is that a coin request or no? Oh yeah, you know what? My other 1,000 would be going into Vara. I'd just be gambling it in Vara. That's what I would do. Yeah, Vara does have potential, but Dwayne Kelly, you know my coins, Beam, PYR, and FitFi. I don't think any of them are doing anything, but we could take a look at it. So let's do Beam. Yeah, so Beam is still technically... I mean, technically you're still maintaining this low. So 207 and 1 cent, which you already know. This is the area that you need to break. So when you see Beam over this area, just you have to decide if you want to sell or not. But if you don't, the next target would be 1 cent 70 for Beam, and then from there to the moon. But keep in mind, we can't still come up here and get stuck. Exactly what happened last time, right? Yeah, we got stuck last time here twice. So just be careful with Beam. And then you said PYR. Oh, you know what? Maybe 1,000 will go into PYR because it's on Coinbase. Very small market cap. So yeah, for PYR, hold on, let me see something. They're almost done distributing the supply. So they're done in January 2026. So you got like 6 more months of coins being distributed, and then it should be fully diluted, which is bullish actually for PYR. But yeah, for PYR, nothing's bullish until we break 379, and then bearish under 206. And then like we look at every single time, but just so you know, so you can prepare, last time it consolidated, and then we came up and we got stuck here, and then we actually made a lower low. So just keep in mind the same thing is valid here, right? And that's what I'm trying to tell you with Beam. I'm not trying to tell you to sell, but just play it smart. Maybe take your money back. Maybe take your money out and then let the profits ride. You could still get something like this where you get stuck here and then actually come down and make a lower low and then validate a really big downtrend forming. Okay. But once this breaks, same thing with Beam, $10 would be in play on the upside. And then FitFi. Step up, huge gamble. You already know that. Almost fully diluted, so it doesn't even matter on the token unlocks. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. This one's going to be fully diluted in May of 2026, but it really doesn't matter. It's a small market cap anyway, so you don't really need to worry about that. Yeah, so for this, huge gamble. I mean, this thing... It looks kind of like PYR Vulcan Forge, but man, this thing's like a 500x back up to its all-time high. Did this have a, yeah, it's a 500x back up to its all-time high. So, yeah, the highest market cap it's ever had was 38 million though. So that's still less than a 5x, which means that they really diluted the crap out of this. I don't know if it's going to go all the way back up to this all-time high. It might, but just be careful. Same with this. We have resistance here at 2058.14. We could still come back up, get stuck, and come back down, make a lower low, validate an overall downtrend. That's exactly what happened with this We got stuck here and then got sent back down and made a lower low. I mean, that itself is a really big move up. I mean, this thing did a 5x, right? So people had the potential of actually getting out. But so if you didn't get out, then unfortunately you got stuck in this. And then you're making a lower low. No financial advice, just my opinion. Thank you so much. EBG618, if you ain't got no Doge Elon Mars, get you some. Dude, I saw you in the spaces for Elon the other day. And you kept like spamming the little heart and then like the fist. And I was like doing the same because I was like, hey, I know EBG. I follow him on X. We are Doge Elon Mars enthusiasts. Well, I mean, you more than me. I just do TA on it. I just do like in terms of price action, but you guys are really keeping the community up with all of what they're releasing. So GFI is going to we're going to be making our watch list videos tomorrow for Goldfinch, and Goldfinch is one of the watch list videos. So we will take a look at it tomorrow. We buy watches. I'm holding my Elon. Let's take a look at Elon. Is it breaking down though? That sucks if it is. Yeah, we are breaking down again. So remember, if we don't hold this previous low, the next area will be 708. That would be the next landing pad for Doge Elon Mars. The supply is, well, it's not Coinbase. I would dump too after a pump on an exchange listing. The coins that list do the same on all exchanges. I just feel like there should be some sort of like audit that people look into. I need a break even taking everything out and putting it in NVIDIA. Oh, you know who's, yeah, NVIDIA. Elon is going to blow your toilets to the floor. I'm holding my Elon. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm selling starting 607, which is the 618 from the high to the low. I'm taking profits. Last time I took profits was the 0.5, which actually was really nice to wake up to like money being up. But the problem is that the portion that I didn't sell came all the way back down anyway, so it didn't matter. But that I'm gonna put it back into Elon if it does break below 601. You should check out Fefe. It's an organic meme play. DCA, HODL, XCN. I'm only in Solana and XCN bearish as usual. I don't sweat the small moves. That's true. We got to take a look at XYO for the gentleman who asked for it like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we're still hitting this downtrend. We're making lower highs. Not good for BTC. Oops. Yeah, I mean, XYO is like another one that's pretty good. You're maintaining higher highs and higher lows. As long as it's under 1 cent, it's not macro bullish. Once 1 cent breaks, the next area would be 2 cents 20. But just keep in mind that 0.5 is still resistance at 1 cent 50. So we are making lower highs on the shorter time frame. What you don't want to see is validating that, making a lower high and then coming down and making a lower low. At that point, bearish under 206. No financial advice, just my opinion. Oh, man. Let me get some water really quick. Give me a second. Oh, I need to stretch my feet. We will be live for another like 5 to 10 minutes. All right, let's look at the chats. The consolidation is heavy. We are moving in the right direction. New all-time high predictions. You mean new all-time high predictions for DOGE on Mars? I put the target here at 402. It's only a 600% from its previous all-time high. But from the current price, it's around 150x. I'm so sad I missed that limited edition trading view watch. What does that mean? Limited edition trading view watch? Hold on. What does this mean? Limited edition trading view watch. How much is that? Only 500 numbered watches. Yeah, but like, what's so special about this? I don't get it. Like, what does this tell you? How much was this watch? I made $43,000 on XCN, sold that 4.9 cents thanks to Crypto Lifer. Bunch of back holders in XCN now. That's a lot of money, man. 43 grand is a lot of money. So congratulations. Making it is one thing, but keeping it is another. So just be careful and make sure you take some, make sure you keep your money. Obviously you know what you're doing, but just in case you don't, if not that it's going to matter anyway, some random person telling you online, but if you can relate, then you understand what I'm saying. Hopefully it'll click. XCN to the moon. Yeah, we're going to be making XCN update tomorrow too. We're going to be making an XCN update tomorrow. So I'll sell all my XCN like I hate it and buy again at 1 cent 30. XRP, Zebic. Silver Days wants Zebic. What's Zebic doing? Yeah, it's still... Oh, wow, we're actually closing in on support. Yeah, so Zebic needs to hold this area. Yeah, Zebic's on life support right now. The next area of support for Zebic is going to be 22. But just keep in mind, you might come back up, retest this as support or as resistance, and then come down and capitulate, make a lower low, validating a downtrend. But technically, it's still over 29, so it's still fine. But we do need to see some sort of bounce that break this downtrend. Yeah, I made 43K, then reinvested it, now down in memes. Damn. Yeah, that does happen. Ambitious Rav, I think it was like $1,000. It has a special dial that tells you when the stock market opens and closes in different countries. PYR looks really good. Risk of reward could be like XCN. Was buying XCN at 50 million market cap. Yeah, PYR doesn't look too bad. Like I told Dwayne Kelly, I might put 1,000 in PYR. Just because it's like these coins are literally at their all-time lows. So if anything, this would be the time to buy. You know what I mean? But then again, these are the reason why it's so high risk, high reward is because these are the times where sometimes like these coins that are at the all-time lows are getting ready for a delisting. So people are buying it, and then it goes down 50%, and then there is a like a post like, oh hey, it's being delisted. So it's like, make sure you do your own research and understand that, because you could lose all your money, but you could also make a lot of money if it doesn't get delisted. Let's see. It shows market never closes, money never sleeps. Sounds like a stressful watch. Did you see the post from Elon with the 3 rockets and Dogelon Mars had transparency and was on the rocket? If you know, you know. Wait, really? No, I didn't see that. Dude, that's really bullish for Dogelon. Now the only thing that needs to happen for Dogelon is the price action needs to match how bullish I think it is, you know? Yeah. I really do like the fact that they're burning coins though. Look at this. Like if you go here and then if you click on the metaverse and then you go to leaderboards, you can see how much they burned already. So the total Elon burn is 362 billion. That's pretty cool. So like just like that, almost a trillion is burned. So there's only how much more supply there is there, right? It's deflationary, which is why I like Dogelon Mars. I was about to head out, but because you're a member, I got you. We're gonna make our update video tomorrow anyway in the morning before we go live, so just FYI. Let's see what you're talking about. Would you mind looking at XN before you go? The yearly 6 months looks bullish to you. Let's see. I mean, this looks bullish to me, but no, this doesn't look bullish to me. The 6 months doesn't. The yearly does. No, the yearly doesn't either. No. Neither of them do, to me. But it doesn't matter because on the daily it's bullish anyway. So, like, taking it day at a time, this is very, 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 very bullish. We almost had a 786 retracement. We're still over the 382 at 57. But at any point we could just break down, fall off the table. We do need to stay over 2057. But technically, you're still in this upward channel. Okay, so you're still making higher highs and higher lows, right? So at any point, if we do fall below here, though, I'd say the top is in, and we're probably going to come back down. I like when Trump said we need Doge to look like Elon. We need Doge to look at Elon. That's funny. Doge Elon. Check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it after. Thanks. You're welcome, JR Ford. But yeah, I don't know. The 6 months and the 1 year didn't look too bullish for me. What we do need to see is a reversal, a strong reversal, a lot of buys, and we need to get back over 18 cents and start going into price discovery. Once we do that, then it's gonna look very bullish because you're not gonna get a giant wick on top of a candle, before it closes. Usually that means that there's strong price rejection at that price, and then you're going to start a downtrend forming. That's what that candle shows me. But it's not over yet. The 6 months and the 1 year isn't closed yet. So, but that's what I see. And then on the daily, it doesn't matter because even if that candle is still going to close with the giant wick, even if it goes back up to 5 cents, okay? And that's still going to trap a lot of people because people are going to be like, oh, it's super bullish. But in reality, we're getting ready to fall off the table because that would be double top. So we really need to get to 18 cents. We really need to get a breakout over it and then validate this uptrend, this upward channel, and then we'll be very bullish. And overall on the daily, it does look very bullish. So just not to discourage you. But with that being said, none of this laughing at the 6 months looks bullish on XN. What? Not to me. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. I appreciate all the memberships, all the subscribers, all the super chats. We're going to call it. We've been live for about an hour and 5 minutes. So we're going to call it here. Have a great day. I will be live again tomorrow. All the watch list videos are going to be posted tomorrow. And then we're going to go live shortly after that. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Have a great and safe 4th of July weekend. And 4th of July if you're in the States and if you're celebrating it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys.